Hey lads and ladies, and welcome to the first episode of the Sorare Road to Glory 2023 edition. I guess, and fuck me, what a start to the new year. Saville was benched for Millwall here, and George Long missed out on the squad due to personal reasons. Fair enough, no complaints, it is what it is, so I assumed the threshold would be a write-off. Except I went out and got 204.88 points, and if you're new to Sorare, the first threshold is achieved when you get 205 points. So, yeah, a big fuck you from Sorare there to start the year off for me. It's fantastic stuff. And it wouldn't be a Road to Glory video from me if there wasn't a customary shitty Tier 3 Limited to announce. So, yeah, here you go. I announced this dog shit card, Scott Caldwell, more like Scott Crapwell. Oh my fucking god, it's not just one shitty Tier 3 Limited card today, lads and ladies. Here's another fucking one. Oh my god, this is insane. What an amazing, what an amazing start to 2023. This is great. Start as you mean to go on and all that, yeah. Anyway, as per the title of the video, it's time to get my spending hat on and sort out my America Rare team for the 2023 MLS season. Now, as you've just seen, I also have a rare Millwall stack competing in the championship there, so an America stack gives me year-round coverage heading into the capped 240 mode set to begin in February. So that's it's nice to be covered year-round. That's the main aim here. But let's not waste any more time chatting semantics here. In goal, I've got Bradley Stuver of Austin FC. He's been my America Rare goalkeeper since last season. Had a great year at Austin. They came second in the league. You know, not a young keeper. He'll be 32 early doors into the season, but he's certainly not as old, and he's got a contract for 3 more seasons at Austin, so they clearly like him, and he clearly likes the club. So, yeah, match made in heaven there, and I've got his backup option, Damian Last, in just to cover myself in case of an injury, and they clock in at about 0.6 Ethereum combined right now. In defence, I've got Lemur, Keller, Kolmanic, and Cascante, about 0.16 Ethereum for all of these Austin FC defenders here. Cascante will be the main starter, a stalwart in the Austin defence last season. Lemur and Kolmanic are just options to cover the cap in case I need to adjust some things and they start getting consistent game time, with Keller being one for the future. Midfield, the theme continues. 2 more Austin FC players, Fagundes and Ring. I imagine both will get a lot of use from me and Austin this season. Fagundes had a cracking season last year, so I'm hoping he can continue this form into 2023, even if Driussi potentially leaves the club. You know, Austin FC have signed Agassi Zardes to go up top, who back in the day was quite a clinical finisher, so there's still potential for Fagundes to rack up those assists throughout next season. 0.33 Ethereum for them two. And then up top, I've got Michael Uri, Maximiliano Urruti, and
who the fuck is that guy?
Channel icon, Andre Shiny Ashiki. I've still got him. I mean, he's been notoriously fucking shite for me on Sorare. One of my first ever purchases almost 2 years ago, and yeah, it was a bad one. Has not gone well, but I'm committed to keeping Shiny Ashiki in the account as a backup option. Hopefully he has a good season at Charlotte FC, with Michael Uri being the leading man up top. He's involved in a dangerous front three at Philly, with Gazdag and Carranza being the other two. I did look at getting Gazdag in, a bit expensive right now. We'll see, you know, there's potential to get him involved before the start of the season. But right now, these 3 strikers coming at about 0.48 Ethereum combined, so I have a decent amount of value held in America Rare cards in the account right now. Now, the ideal lineup would definitely be Stuver, Cascante, Fagundes, Uri, and Ring as the extra player. And in terms of the 240 cap, we're looking at a last 15 average of 247 there, so already 7 points over, which is definitely something I have to consider and factor in. But if we compare this to my Millwall stack right now, we're getting a last 15 average of 238 there, so just within the cusp of the points limit. So, long story short, Millwall will almost definitely be the team I use in the cap 240 mode, and I do then think this America Rare stack is good enough to push for rewards in other rare divisions, but I'm sure there will be some mixing and matching and meshing and I'm out of words beginning with M, but you get the picture. You know, we'll figure it out as we go along. And while we're on the subject of the America bracket and the MLS in general, might as well show you my limited teams for the 2023 season. Not much has changed there for me since last season, honestly. I can push out 2 fairly decent lineups as it stands. The top lineup there is very similar to the rare side of things, an Austin and Philly combo stack, which I'm quite a fan of, considering both of them are in the American Champions League. I can't quite remember what they call it, but you know, they're both fucking in it, so good luck to them. And the bottom lineup, a bit suspect at the back with Ivacic and Carujo, but I could easily improve on them if needed. Obviously, Gil, Armada, and Driussi are goated. We will have to see if Driussi remains at Austin FC for the upcoming season. But, you know, he's a great card to have if he does, and I'm a big Armada fan, especially considering I can pivot him to the under-23 side of things if needed. So I've got the options in limited, and yeah, well, bring on 2023 season. Let's go team. Let's do wins, do football stuff good. Yeah, nice. And the teams for Game Week 337, then the Millwall lads are back in All-Star Rare going for those thresholds, backing George Long to get his starting spot back in the team after having a baby, and if he doesn't, then, yeah, well, this team would be fucked, so let's hope he does get his fucking starting spot back, fuck me. Fuck. Got a Kazupin and Norwich combination stack here in limited under 23. Now that's certainly not something you say every day, and this stack would need a lot of help to be successful, but you never know, so no harm in trying. Limited All-Star, Brozovic doesn't make the team as I think he will miss the game through injury, so I'm backing Kalhanoglu and Kostic as the midfield maestros here, and then limited underdog, absolute write-off of a team. Genuinely had no idea that Mislav Orsic had moved to Southampton in the Premier League. It's just when I saw him come up on the team selection thing, I was like, wow, fuck me, I need to keep up with shit, but I highly doubt he'll make his debut this week, so this team is a write-off, as I said. You know, I just think it'll be interesting to see how Orsic does in the Prem, and will especially be interesting to see if he stays at Southampton when they inevitably get relegated. And speaking of the Premier League, we've also now got this La Liga beta draft thing going on, and you might say, Royalivi, you dense piece of shit, the La Liga is not the fucking Premier League. Well, let me sidestep here and say I think a lot of people, like myself, probably think this La Liga draft is the test phase for a soon-to-be implemented Premier League version. It's no secret that the Sorare and Premier League combining together is in the pipeline. I think heading into next season with the Premier League, there's going to be a big push in a Sorare Premier League version of this, almost to rival FBL, you know, alongside the usual So5 leagues. Never liked FBL myself. I think the rewards and prizes are so minuscule, it's hard to compete for stuff unless you're in like paid private leagues and shit like that. Yeah, fuck it, I don't know. We'll just see what they do. It could be interesting. I think with common cards and shit, you know, there's definitely like an FPL draft thing in the works. So I think that's what this is a test for. Maybe. But anyway, yeah, first Road to Glory video of 2023 done. The aim of the video was all about going through my Miracle Rare stack, and I guess I've fucking done that. So yeah, I think we're done here, and like, subscribe, and all of that jazz, and I will catch you next time. Love you.